Hello, everybody. This is Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store. Hold on. And nope, I don't want that. I hear too much back noise. Reload site. No. How do I stop this? Okay. There. Yes, that's so much better. Okay, I had too many. I had an echo on there from my other computer. From my computer. Look at my hair. Okay, let's start again. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas. And it's rather a quiet day today. So I thought I'd only pop on here for just a minute or two. Seriously, I always say that and then it's an hour long. But you can see I'm not even standing in my normal place where I normally stand in front because I was working on something. I'm going to let you see what I'm working on in just a minute. Um, but I thought I'd want to pop on here and say hello to everybody anyhow, because I feel sad when I don't get to meet everybody or say hello. So if you're watching, say hi to us. Tell us where you're watching from. We're in Plano, Texas. If you don't live in the area, you can always shop with us online 24/7. Everything that we have in the store is online. I have to say, I love my website. We work very hard at it. Debbie and I work very hard at it to keep it up to date and to make sure you can find stuff in there. Um, I don't like it when I go to a website and then you can't find what you were looking for because it has very minimal inventory loaded. And that kind of gets on my nerves. Gets on my nerves. There's a couple of places, not quilt shops, just in general, that I've been looking at that I'm like, where do I find this other stuff? One of them was an instruction book I needed because I'm trying to learn needlepoint. Okay. And I don't like shopping from Amazon. So if you're going to pop on and say, go to Amazon, if I can find it with an individual seller first, a little shop like mine, that's what I will do first. That's always my first go to. And then I will look at Amazon after that. So I was on three different websites that I know they had the book because I had been in their store within the last 2 weeks and they had multiple books, not just one. And when I went in there to find the book, I could not find it. And I know it's in there because the one particular store I was looking at, I was just in there last week and they had about 5 books. And I seriously doubt that they would have sold 5 in less than 4 days. It could happen, but I seriously doubt it would. It would. And looked all over the website for it and I couldn't find it. And I was shopping at night after work, right? So I couldn't call up and ask them. And it was just kind of like, don't you want to make a sale? So that's why Debbie and I work real hard to keep ours up to date here. She's my right-hand person. You know where Debbie is this week? She left this morning. Houston. She's going to Quilt Festival. I'm jealous. I'm low-key jealous. I didn't go to market last week because I went to H&H in May. I can only swing one or the other. But yeah, she left for festival this week in Houston with Melanie, her BFF, and I'm sad. I'm kind of thinking about hopping in the car maybe on Friday and driving down there to see it. Is anybody else going to Houston for Quilt Festival this week? Tell me so I can feel like so my FOMO can kick in because that's really what's happening here is I'm getting terrible FOMO. It is. Maybe I can talk my husband into driving down there with me. We haven't had a road trip in a while. I made him go on a mini road trip with me last week, it was only an hour away. So it was tiny. Anyhow, we have lots of fun things. One of the things I want to show you, remember I was telling you about the Halloween hat, witch hat is what I'm trying to remember. It's called Spellbound, and it's a class we have coming up. The class is going to be, I got to put my glasses on for this. Hold on. Because the Witchbound hat class is on the 17th, so it's coming up. Yes, and there's 2 seats still available in it. So if you're interested in taking that class, you should. Let me show you. Okay. This is like super cute. Jen made this in her class because Kelly taught it last year. Look at the sparkly bat brooch she has on there. And then she dressed it up with this netting. How cute is that? And a scary cat back there. I'm trying to get it to the camera. There we go. That's metal. Well, no, it is. Kind of. Look how fun this is. So this is Jen's hat. I'm going to put it on so you can see it because I think it is so fun. Very posh, isn't it? I love it. It's very posh. So this is the spellbound pattern, which yes, we have in the store. And yes, there's a class coming up on the 17th. Oh, look, Deb says hi, Deb Scott. She says, I went last year, so I know what I'm missing out by not going this year, but sadly, I'm not going. I know, Deb. I'm right there with you. I'm with you. I haven't been to festival in probably 10 or 12 years. It's been that long since I've gone to the festival part. I usually go to market, and market was last week, and that's the one for all the store owners and designers and manufacturers and so forth. So that's always been enough for me and skipped festival. But this year I really feel like I want to go to festival, especially to see all those beautiful quilts. Look at my hat. I wonder if I can just show one eye. No, I can go like this. So if you would like to join that class, let me put a link in here for you because it still has 2 spots available. And these things are fun to make. Okay. There it is. That is the Christmas hat. I wonder if I can post pictures in here. I haven't figured out how she posts pictures. Post comment, banners, media assets. I don't guess I should be learning right now, right? I got to get rid of my double chin. Does anybody else get on camera like this? No, they all look extra professional on camera when they're talking about their quilt store. And then you have Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store, who is just all over the random place. The other class that I want to show you that is so cute. So do all of you all know what blooming bias is or chenille it? It gives you the fuzzy stuff that you see. Oh, Barbara King's watching on her flight. Where are you going, Barbara? I didn't know you were going somewhere this week. Where are you going? So I was with Barbara last week. We were retreating. Oh, Word Nerd says classes at your shop are so much fun. Thank you. Thank you. And she's learned so much. Just took the Santa pillow class. That's what I'm going to tell you about. Look how cute this pillow is. Okay, this has the chenille. Oh, Barbara's going to California. Yay. Have a safe flight, Barbara. So look, see how fuzzy it is on his beard? That's done with chenille, the chenille. And it's this fuzzy bias. And what it is, it's a very, you can see where I'm kind of, and let me tell you, the more you wash it, the fluffier it gets. So this has the really fluffy, I'm holding it sideways so you can kind of see it right there. See it? And so anything that you have on a quilt, you can do it on a baby quilt. Let me show you that. Okay, I'll be right back, okay? Enjoy this picture for a minute while I walk away, and then I'll tell you what it is in a minute. like this with pumpkins last year. Yeah, I think you did. You did. We need to change it. I thought I did. I don't know. I was thinking I did. Okay, I'm back. Let's go back. Okay, I'm back. So this is chenille it, okay? And what it is a very narrow cut. So it is 5/8 of an inch. Oh, that's it. Thank you. It's 5/8 of an inch, and it's a loose weave fabric that's just cut in one long strip. So it's so loose that you can sit there and pull it apart. You can pull the threads out if you're not careful until it's sewn down. But what you do is you cut off a piece, and this works better in 3 strips on top of each other. If you have 3 strips, so say I need a piece this long, I'm going to put 3 strips, 1, 2, 3, sew it all down just with one seam right down the middle. That's it. And then you take a brush, and I should have brought the brush out here with me, but no, I didn't do that. You take a brush and you start brushing it, and that gets it to start loosening the fibers on it. When you throw it into the washer, that's when the real fun happens, because it really starts to fray or bloom. It's called a bloom. So that's when you really get to see it. And you can take it and put it on simple things like the pillow I just showed you, or let me show you. Look at this. See how cute that is on a shirt? And you see these for sale all over the place where they have a fun little design and then it's outlined. Look at this one that I did last year, and I'm getting ready to do. Oh, thank you, Christina. Look, she's just like Debbie now. She's reading my mind. So this is the brush that you're going to take, and I'm going to show you how to use it in just a minute. This I made last year. You see these, like if you go on Etsy or anything like that, or even just in your regular Facebook feed, you see all these shirts that have this cute little chenille and scraps of fabric. So I'm going to start making one because I saw one this weekend on my feed and I was like, oh, that's cute. Look at this one. It's a little pumpkin. It looks better when it's it looks better when it's hanging up. But it's a little pumpkin, just like that. And you can go all the way around. See how fluffy it gets when you use 3? Look how fluffy it gets. So there are some cute Christmas ones out there now. The other thing I wanted to show you, you know how sometimes you have a panel for a baby? I know Barbara has panels for her babies, but you know how sometimes you have a panel for a baby and you want to do something, but you don't want to spend the time maybe doing all the piecework on it to add borders. Sometimes you just want to zhuzh it up. Let me show you. This is done with chenille it. I'm going to stand up and show you. How cute is this? Here's the whole little baby thing. It's just a panel. I can't stand back quite far enough. There we go. So you get the idea of how big it is. And this is ideally made to cut up, but I didn't cut it up. I showed it just like this with the chenille in it. So instead of cutting this up, I used the chenille all the way down, using it on all the white space, so to speak, where I would be normally cutting, because I would cut right there. Here is, I went around the little, what do you call it, elephant right there, and kind of came around here. Again, this is a panel that you would normally cut up and use the individual pieces, but I didn't cut it up. I left it like that. And when you look at how, I'm going to switch to the other camera now. When you look at how it bloomed, see how fuzzy it gets? That's because you lay your 3 strips down, and then you take a brush just like this, and you go ahead and start brushing it and back and forth, just like that. and it starts to fray. Now you can see where I did just one stitch down the middle. See, you can kind of see it right there. Let me see if I can go closer. Yeah, there we go. So you can see where I did just one stitch down the middle. Yeah, right? I have one stitch down the middle, and then it starts to fray. Now, the cool thing is that every time that I wash this, which I haven't washed it because it's in the quilt store, I don't need to wash it all the time, but at home, if I had this for the babies, this will continue to fray because you can see the loose weave right here and see how it just comes apart with pulling my pin out, pulling the pin through it, and this will continue to fray every time. So it gets fuzzier and fuzzier. And I got to fuzz it back up again because I was spreading it out to show you. The other thing you can do, here's the big aha, is you can use it as a binding. Here's the binding to my quilt. 3 strips on one side, 3 strips on the other side. This is the back of it, so you can see I didn't work as hard to fray it. I can do it now. 3 strips on the other side, and just take this. Uh-oh, why'd you quit? Okay. And so just take this and start fraying it. And on the other side right here, the front side, I'm just going to take it and go like this. And that can be your whole binding area. How cute is that? How darling is that? I love this. Love it. So yeah, you can do, look at that. And this is chenille. We have some in stock right now. I'm going to put the link up there for you. But I'm going to, let me see, hold on. When I put it up there, here we go. Keep in mind that right now I might be out of them because I have a big shipment coming tomorrow. It might even come today. I have a bigger shipment coming tomorrow. So you can Control V, there we go. They come in multiple colors. And this one that I showed you with the pumpkin that has the cream color around there, I also have orange chenille. So there's a lot of cute stuff out there on Pinterest on these shirts you can buy, but they're made with scraps. So why would you buy it when you can make it at home? Because you've got scraps, I got scraps, we all got scraps. You can all scream, scream. All of that to say that we have this cute pillow class, coming up. And if you haven't done a pillow before, they really are fun to do. And also, if you maybe have done a pillow and you know how to do it, it's fun just to come and take classes with your girlfriends or your boyfriends or your friends, whomever, because you make a lot of new friends. And the next one that I have coming up, let me see, where's my pillow? I got it on here somewhere close by. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm going to cry. I have to look right now. Okay. I'll keep looking and I will post it on the website for you if it's not on there yet. So, yes. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to show you, remember, we're going to be careful when I pick this up. I have the wonky dressing class. And some of you all who maybe were retreating with me last weekend saw me working on this, and I continue to work on it. I'm losing things. Here's my wonky dressing that I'm working on. Right there. It's coming out cute. I'm excited about it. Today I had to bedazzle it a little bit. And so this was my Christmas one. I've been working on it little by little. I stayed late last night and worked because I was working late because I wanted to do this here. And I knew if I went home, I'd only be watching football or baseball or basketball or whatever is the flavor of the day. So what I've done here, so I'm going to switch cameras right now. Let me do this again. So you can see where I did start bedazzling it just a little bit. And it's trying to focus. It's trying to figure out what it's looking at. There we go. It looks a little blurry. So what I'm going to do now is come in and put these smaller little ones, these smaller little berries on my wreath. And then I still have a little bow to put on there. When you have these bedazzlers, this is something that's been around for a long time. They look like this. It is hot fix for, it's called, this one I'm using Jolie's Jewels. And it's to use hot fix crystals to put it down, normally like on t-shirts or whatever. And what that is are crystals that have a little bit of glue on the back. And I have a link for it in my Amazon store, and I will post that in just a minute. But you have these glue pieces, and I'll show you right there in my hand. And they have a little bit of glue on the back. You see these rhinestones? And they come in all different colors. They're really, really pretty. Not very expensive at all. I want to say they're pretty cheap. But they have glue on the back. And when you melt it, you pick it up and you melt it with this, it makes whatever it's laying against, it glues it down, right? So it was used for clothing a whole lot about, I don't know, 15 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. And yes, I've had one like this. I don't think you're going to find it at any of the craft stores like Joann's, or, well, Joann's isn't there anymore, so you won't find that. You won't find it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, if I remember correctly. So your little attachment right here has to match the size bead that you're working with. And I'm showing you all this because you can have a lot of fun playing with extra things on your quilting. And now I have lost my extra foot that I had. So maybe I'm not going to show it to you. Let's look to see what I did with it, because I can't find it now. Let me move this gently. Not in, is it that one? I don't think so. I feel like I left it out. Well, there you have it, folks. Lost in the midst. So what you have to do, oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Okay, so what you have to do when you have these little rhinestones, look how little some of them are. They are tiny, teeny, tiny. Do y'all remember using these, or did y'all ever buy the little heat fix tool and rhinestones to do this? I bet it's still hidden away in your, what do you call it? Craft room somewhere, your craft drawers. So these, you have to figure out what size is going to fit. That one fits that size. See, I can pick up that rhinestone with that size right there. So that's not the one that I want. I got to find the one. Oops, I can't get it out. Okay, we'll come back to that. I got to find the one that, not that one. Not that one. Oh dear, I lost it for sure. Not that one. It's my other one. Okay, I'm going to put this one back in just so I can show you how to do this. Put it in. And then I have to turn on the heat. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to raise this just a little bit. Like that. And I'm going to turn this on. So what are you all working on today? Tell me what you're playing with today in your house, or what are you sewing, or, oh, look, here it is. No, that's not it. What are you all designing in your house or at home sewing? Where are you watching from? Tell me. Tell me where you're watching from. I want to know. These little heat press guns come with. Oh, okay. I'm glad it got the voice fixed. I'm sorry that was echoing. So these little rhinestone setters come with multiple size wands to use different size crystals on it. And I have a little one that I had just measured out to make sure it was the right one. And I've lost it now because I was moving stuff around on my table. So I'm going to have to show you how to do this. For crying out loud. How do I lose something right here in front of me? Tell me, does anybody else do that? Does anybody else just lose stuff while they're sitting right there in front, while you're working, it's right in front of you? And we hear her rummaging in the background. That lady who is seeking the things that she has lost and put away forever to be lost. See, because I decided at the last minute I was going to do a Facebook Live, and I just moved it. Okay, let me show you. Nonetheless, let's show you what we're going to do. So if I'm going to add another little rhinestone, and let's say I'm going to put one, you have to let this get really nice and hot. So you've got to let it heat up. The other thing I will tell you is don't touch the tip. Right here, do not touch it because it is very hot. Very, very hot. So now I can smell that it's hot right now. So I know what I'm going to do is I put my rhinestone in place. I know y'all have done this before. You've just forgotten about it to use it on your Christmas crafts and sewing. I've put it where I want to go right there. And this is the right size that I have. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to move over a little bit to the side. I wonder if y'all can still see what I'm doing. Yeah. And I'm just going to press down right where I want it. And that's going to let it heat and melt that glue in the background behind it, behind the rhinestone. And I just hold it there for about 10 seconds. And now it's on there. Now, I would suggest you don't sit there and start picking at them to see. You've got to let that glue get cool again so that it will hold on nice and tight. So don't be picking at it. But you can start, and I'm going to put all these little rhinestones around this wreath as soon as I find my other little wand that fits that size rhinestone. It's somewhere on this table to be discovered. And as soon as I find it, oh, excuse me. I found it. What would a telecast be without Tisha sneezing? Would it even be real? Would it even be like for real? Because it seems every time I get on here, I have to start sneezing. Have you ever noticed that? Okay, let me see. Nope, can't touch it yet. I gotta let this cool off. But see, I found my other little one right here. And this would put all the little rhinestones, the little tiny ones, which are going to be this size. So when I bought these, and if you're looking for them, they're called hot fix crystals and a hot fix gun or hot fix wand. When you're looking for them, that's what you have to have. It won't work with any other kind of crystal. You have to have the hot fix on there because that has the glue. Let me see if I can take this off if I do it with, oops, with the edge of my shirt. Okay. So far, so good. Haven't caught anything on fire yet. Good, it came off. Okay, let's see how fast I can put this on before it gets too hot. Yay, okay, good. Now I'm going to move this one over here. I'm not going to touch it with my fingers because I've learned my lesson doing that before, and it's not much fun, I'll tell you that. So we're going to get some little crystals out because they have to go in my little wreath. And I just kind of take out enough of them to start working. and scoot them back into the. I know this is what you signed on here at Not Your Mama's to watch the live today, but I just had to change it up a little bit today. I didn't have anything new come in the store today or this week. I'm expecting shipments, but not until maybe today, later, or tomorrow. So there will be some other stuff coming in. And what I'm going to do is go ahead, since I want 3 of them together as little berries, I'm going to have those 3 right there ready to go. My little gun is my little wand. Yeah, it's getting hot. It was getting hot. I turned it off. So it should be getting hotter now. So let's see. Hi, Patty. How are you in West Virginia? How is it out there today? Are you all getting a proper fall? We don't have fall here. We just have hot. I think it's 80 something outside, and it hasn't gotten properly fall yet. Oh, yeah, this is nice and hot. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and you can see what I'm doing, kind of. I'm going to move down a little bit more, as much as I can. I don't know how much I can move down. And I have those 3 little rhinestones right there. And all I'm going to do is set my wand on top of it and hold it for about 10 seconds. No, it's not going to burn a hole through this. So if you go over 10 seconds, you're okay. And do my next one. Nothing changes, like you're not going to see any change with the coloration of the rhinestone or anything like that. So you just have to, kind of do your own counting and know that it's working. Look how cute those are. So, like I said, don't start picking at this one. I don't want to start picking at right away because it will pop off because the glue is still drying. But look how cute these 2 are, the 3 of them together. And I'm going to continue to do that all the way around my little wreath here. These little rhinestones are small enough that they get stuck in my fingernails while I'm working. So we're going to do it. We're going to use the provided, what do you call this? Tweezers. Oops. I mean, if they provide them, why not use them, right? So here's 3 more. I know this is just thrilling you all to tears, isn't it? But you know what? Sometimes it's just, what do they say? Like, fun to watch something boring because you don't have to think real hard about it. And that's what we're doing today. So there was one. Let's do our other one. And our last one. Yeah, like watching paint dry. Yeah, it can be. Although I did have a little audience back here a minute ago watching me. And then when I said, "Oh, I've got to get on my live," they were like, "Oh, okay. Are you going to do it on your live?" And I said, "I wasn't planning it." And they were like, "Yes, do it on your live so we can keep watching." But yeah, it's not like thrills a minute or anything. And I just keep doing it. And over and over and over. So that's my exciting day today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the live we had. We've got some fun things coming up. We have the D-Stash Blast on the 18th, Saturday from 8 to noon in the morning, Saturday morning, 8 o'clock to noon. and come out to that. If you live in the area, it is so much fun. We have a great time doing that. And we will have some fun classes, or we do have some fun classes on the calendar. We've got some beautiful new fabrics that came in. I showed them last week and the week before, so I won't bore you again. But we would love to have you. I'm just going to sit here and keep working on this, and then I have another little project I've got to get working on. Let me put on my fun little witch hat. This is called Spellbound. This is Jen's witch hat, and this one is called Spellbound. We have the pattern in the store. If you don't have a chance to take the class, it's fun to do, and we have. I love how she decorated this, and then she has a real fun lining on here too. I think it's great. You can make this at home if you live far away. You don't have to live close by to make it. And again, look at this cute. I guess I could wear it like that to an extent, right? Put the ribbons up. I told one of the ladies that I needed to bedazzle this and go find some pink rhinestones. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me today, and we will see you next Wednesday for What's New Wednesday at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you soon. Bye.